From WKYC Studios, this is What's Next with Russ Mitchell and Lena Lai.
And thanks for joining us tonight. We begin with breaking news. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost is asking a federal judge to intervene in a lawsuit filed by the Browns to test the Modell Law.
Giovanni Ligi joins us now to break down this latest court filing. Gio.
Well, Lena, Russ, state officials don't take a position on whether they think the team should be moved. They argue in these documents that because the organization is challenging the law, they have a duty to argue that the law that was set up to protect taxpayers is constitutional. In a new 7-page federal court document, Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost's office asked a federal judge to intervene in a lawsuit filed by the Cleveland Browns to test the Modell Law.
It's not surprising in this case that the Haslams are trying to figure out what exactly their legal obligations are when it comes to the Modell Law. It's something that hasn't been tested in court.
Earlier in October, the Browns filed a lawsuit against the city of Cleveland, hoping a federal judge will clear the way for them to move to Brook Park. Shortly after, we spoke with a legal expert who believes the law is vague.
It's a relatively vague statute that ultimately it might not be entirely certain that we actually know what it means.
This comes after we first reported city officials were considering using the law to get the team from leaving downtown. It's named after former Browns owner Art Modell and followed his decision to move the team to Baltimore in 1996.
This is a unique enough law, and we don't have litigation on it, that, everybody's sort of scratching their heads here and thinking about, is this enforceable? What does it mean to enforce it as written, and how exactly one might go about enforcing it?
The Ohio State Assembly passed the Modell Law in order to protect public taxpayer investments into professional sports teams. Ohio State Attorney General Office officials argue their office can intervene and defend a law that comes under scrutiny, adding the Browns' lawsuit seeks to strike down those protections. And it's unclear when the judge will decide on if the state can step into this lawsuit. But if Yost's request is approved, it will give the Attorney General's office standing to argue against the Browns as a defendant in this case. Lena.
All right, Giovanni Ligi in the studio. Thank you.